Manoor, my friend. Every time I'd see her during Ramadan, I could tell something wasn't right. The dark circles under her eyes, this strange exhaustion written all over her face. She'd smile, but her smile didn't have that spark it used to have, and I never asked, because I thought maybe Manoor just gets tired during Ramadan like everyone else. But then one day, after Ramadan ended, I went to her house. We sat together, drinking tea, and suddenly, tears filled Manoor's eyes. I asked, "What's wrong?" She said, "Nothing, I'm just tired." But I knew this wasn't just exhaustion, this was something deeper. So she told me her whole story, and today, I want you to hear that story too. Because this isn't just Manoor's story, this is the story of so many women. Manoor told me that before Ramadan started, she was so excited. She thought this year everything would be perfect. Worship, work, home, everything. She'd mapped it all out in her mind. Suhoor, Fajr, a little rest, then the day's work, Iftar prep, Taraweeh, and then some late night worship. On paper, it all sounded perfect, but when Ramadan actually started, Manoor realized that planning something and following through are two completely different things. The first night, she ate suhoor, prayed Fajr, and thought she'd get a little sleep. But when she tried to sleep, thoughts started flooding her mind. Gotta wake the kids, gotta make breakfast. What am I making for Iftar? The house needs cleaning, and she couldn't sleep. By 7 a.m., she was wide awake, because she felt like if she didn't get up now, the whole day would fall apart. Then, she made breakfast, sent the kids to school, cleaned the house, washed clothes, made lunch, washed dishes, started iftar prep in the evening, samosas, pakoras, fruit chaat, dahi balas, everything. And when Maghrib time came, Manoor was standing in the kitchen, frying samosas, and her legs had gone numb. Her head felt heavy. Everything was going dark. But she thought, just a little longer. Iftar happened. The family sat together. They ate, made dua, gave thanks. Everyone praised Manoor. Mashallah, the food is amazing. And Manoor just smiled. Inside, she was empty because she hadn't taken a single moment for herself all day. Then came Taraweeh time. Manoor was praying at home, but in every unit, her eyes would start closing. She'd go into prostration and feel like if she just fell asleep right there, it would be such a relief. She shook herself awake. No, focus. This is Allah's time. But her body wouldn't cooperate. Taraweeh ended. The family ate dinner. Manoor washed the dishes, cleaned the kitchen, put the kids to bed. And when she finally got to her room, it was midnight. She thought, let me read some Quran, do some dhikr. But when she sat on the bed, her hands were shaking, and her eyes just closed on their own. The next day, same thing. And the day after, same thing. Every day, Manoor would wake up telling herself, I'll take it easier today. But when the day started, there were so many tasks she'd forget. And at night, when she'd finally sleep, she'd think, what did I even do today? I worked, took care of the house, cooked, but what did I do for myself? What did I do for my soul? What did I truly do for Allah with a sincere heart? And this wasn't just about the workload. This was about sleep deprivation. Because when you're exhausted all day and you go to bed at midnight or 1 a.m. and you have to wake up at 4, your body, your mind, your soul, everything goes numb. Manoor told me that by the second week of Ramadan, she started feeling like she'd become a robot, going through the motions but not feeling anything, worshipping but with no heart in it. Every night she'd sleep, wake up in the morning, and feel like the day passed without her even knowing. One day, her little daughter was looking at her, and she asked, Mom, are you okay? Manoor said, Yes, sweetie. I'm fine. But her daughter said, You always look so tired. You never smile anymore. And in that moment, something broke inside Manoor because she thought she was doing so much for everyone, but her own daughter saw her as exhausted. Her own daughter felt like she never smiled. Is this what I wanted? For my children to see me like this? For me to spend the blessed month of Ramadan when Allah's mercy pours down, just drowning in exhaustion? That night when Manoor went to bed, she talked to Allah. She said, Ya Allah, what am I doing? I'm trying to do everything, but nothing's going right. My body can't keep up, neither can my heart. And then she felt it. Maybe this isn't about doing everything. Maybe it's about doing the right things at the right time. The next day, Manoor made a decision, I need to change something. And then she started making small changes. And today, Manoor herself will tell you what she did.
Assalamu alaikum, I am Manoor, and the story you just heard is my story, and maybe the story of so many of you too. I want to tell you how I solved this problem. Because when I was going through it, I felt like there was no way out. But then Allah gave me understanding and I made small changes. And those small changes transformed my entire life. The first thing I did, I fixed my bedtime. Before I'd think, let me just finish this and this, then I'll sleep. But it never happened. The tasks never ended. So I decided I'm going to bed at 10 p.m. Even if some work is left undone, even if there are dishes in the kitchen, I set a time for myself and I didn't sacrifice that time. At first, it was so hard because I felt lazy, like I was abandoning my responsibilities. But then I read in the Quran, and we made the night as clothing. Allah created the night for rest, for peace. So if I am working through the night, I am going against Allah's systems. The second thing, I started sleeping a little after Fajr. Before, I thought sleeping after Fajr was sinful, but then I learned that if you are exhausted, if your body can't keep going, then sleeping 2-3 hours after Fajr is completely okay. So I'd pray Fajr, recite Quran, make dua, and then sleep for 2-3 hours. And when I'd wake up at 9 or 10, my mind was fresh, my body was energized, and I could handle the day's tasks so much better. The third thing, I learned to prioritize my work. Before, I thought every task was essential, but then I asked myself, is every task really necessary? Do I really need to deep clean the house every single day? No. Do I really need to make 7-8 dishes things for Iftar? No. Do I really need to wash and iron every piece of clothing myself? No. So I started letting go of little things. I asked my family for help. I told my husband I needed support, and you know what? He was happy to help, because when you express your needs, people understand. But if you stay silent and do everything yourself, no one realizes how exhausted you are. The fourth thing, I started taking a short nap during the day, just 20-30 minutes. In the afternoon, after the kids got home from school and had lunch, I'd close my eyes for 20 minutes. At first, I felt like I was wasting time, but then I noticed that after that 20-minute nap, my whole evening felt fresh. I could worship better. I had concentration during Taraweeh. The fifth thing, I started staying away from my phone at night. Before, I thought scrolling through my phone would help me fall asleep, but actually the phone was stealing even more sleep from me. And if I could not sleep, I'd do dhikr, recite tasbih, listen to Quran. And you know what? When you are engaged in the remembrance of Allah, your heart finds peace. And when your heart finds peace, sleep comes. And the biggest thing, I learned to forgive myself. Because before, if any task went unfinished, I'd be so harsh on myself. I am so useless. I can't do anything right. But then I thought, if Allah can forgive me, why can't I forgive myself? If something didn't get done today, it will get done tomorrow. If worship was less one day, I'll do more the next night. Allah didn't send us here to struggle endlessly. Allah sent us here to live with peace. And if we don't take care of our bodies and our souls, we can't worship Allah properly either. So sisters, if you are feeling what I was feeling, if you are struggling with sleep deprivation during Ramadan or any time of year, try these small changes. Set a fixed bedtime. Rest after Fajr if you need to. Prioritize your tasks. Ask for help. Close your eyes for a bit during the day. Stay off your phone at night. And most importantly, be kind to yourself. Allah will make things easy for you. Allah will give you strength. And sisters, if this video resonated with you, if you felt like this story is your story, please keep me in your prayers. That Allah grants me and you as always. That Allah gives us the strength to fulfill our responsibilities. And at the same time gives us the wisdom to take time for ourselves. Please subscribe to this channel because we will keep making videos like this for sisters like you. Videos that make your life easier, that bring you closer to Allah.